Hey everyone, it's Fantayzia. So we just found out that we're getting a story progression in The Sims 4. We also found out some other things. We found out quite a bit in the recent live stream, which was yesterday. If you guys didn't see it, it's on The Sims Twitch channel. You guys can watch the replay. I believe the replay is also on YouTube and stuff, so definitely check it out if you have not, because I'm not going to be covering everything. So before we get into all of it, let's go ahead and do our notification shout out, and this one goes to EJ King. And honestly, I really hope the next expansion pack is Generations. Let's cross our fingers. And yeah, you're right. There was also a lot of hints that kind of nothing really came out of them. That could still definitely mean that Generations is coming. Will it be the next expansion pack? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But thank you so much for your comment. And if you guys want a chance to be in a notification shout out, all you gotta do is comment down below. So let's go ahead and read some stuff about the Sims 4 story progression, because it's a little bit different than what we've seen in The Sims 3, for example. Heading over to the Sims community, there's a long post here that was, of course, written by one of the Sim gurus, specifically someone named Nate, and they're a designer for The Sims 4. So story progression in The Sims 4 is actually going to be called Neighborhood Stories, which I thought was pretty interesting that they decided to kind of switch the name up, because we know it is story progression. That's how it's always been, and it's actually arriving November 30th, which is not far at all. I wasn't expecting that. I thought like December. All right, so let's go ahead and read some stuff here. I'm not going to be reading everything, but I will go ahead and link this blog post from the Sims community down below. Neighborhood Stories. The Sims 4 has so much that your Sims can see and do, leading to interesting and often unexpected life moments. All these life moments add up to something very important: life change at an individual level. My team and I have been exploring ways to carry that same kind of life change to the world of The Sims 4 through Neighborhood Stories. Neighborhood Stories are a set of gameplay moments that all revolve around a single purpose: bring more life to neighbor Sims that live outside the active household. So of course, neighbor Sims are just like NPCs, which I'm kind of confused about just the whole NPC use, because NPC means non-playable character, you know, like the Grim Reaper, which is mentioned here, but I'm confused why they're calling like townies NPCs. They did do that in the live stream as well, and I feel like it's kind of confusing for people because they're not NPCs. They're like pre-made Sims, townies, you know, so that was kind of confusing, because you can play with these Sims. Like, you can go over to another household and play with them. So there is going to be more than one release of this. So, you know, they're going to roll it out, but there is going to be more to it. So it's like, you know, it's going to start out small, I guess. I don't know. And then we're going to have more updates that add to this whole Neighborhood Stories. So it says the first release focuses on Sims connected to your household, co-workers they've gotten to know, friends they've met at the gym or library, maybe that one Sim who welcomed them to the neighborhood with fruitcake, which seems like a bold move, but to each their own, I guess. In the same way that your Sims change as they move through life, these neighbor Sims are getting some new life changes of their own, such as choosing a career or having a baby. Future updates will build on this with more life changes for a wider range of Sims. Find additional info on what's next section near the end of this post. For now, let's get a closer look at what's in this release. What's the Neighborhood Stories gameplay? Neighborhood Stories begin with gameplay divided between life changes that your Sims can influence neighbors' Sims to consider, things neighbor Sims autonomously consider, and some that fall into both categories. Whether they consider a life change autonomously or under influence from your Sims, neighbor Sims ultimately decide to initiate life changes themselves. That means these changes happen without any need to switch to another household. So it says, what if I don't want Sims to autonomously change? That's okay. Everyone has a unique vision for their Sims, and some of you have poured lots of time and love into multi-household, multi-generation saves. All along, we've worked with the explicit goal: you choose how Neighborhood Stories affect your game. The two ways this happens are, number one, you direct one of your Sims to influence a neighbor Sim to consider a life change, or number two, a neighbor Sim autonomously considering a life change will always call one of your Sims to ask input before taking any action. You choose the outcome by directing your Sim to say yes or no, or leaving it up to the neighbor Sim to decide. Some people like this, some people don't like this. I'm not going to judge this until I play with it myself. Basically, we're going to be getting a lot of pop-ups, which we're used to in The Sims, and some people really don't like that and they want things to just happen, and then some people do like that. They want all the control. So comment down below how you feel. I would kind of like to just get a notification saying, hey, like, so-and-so is having a baby. Like, I don't know, it's someone's neighbor. I think that would be a little bit better because in this case, you know, we can leave it up to the neighbor sim to decide, but we're still going to get that pop-up to choose yes or no. And some of the questions might be a little odd, things that maybe our sims shouldn't even be deciding for our neighbors anyways. So it says these life changes will actually happen, so they won't occur instantly. Neighbor sims will keep your sims posted with updates. So I think that's kind of cool, you know, we're kind of getting to keep up with the other sims' lives. Okay, so next up, autonomous or active sim influence life changes. Neighbor sims may consider these life changes independently, or your sims can try to convince them to change their current career to a different one, have a baby with their partner if they are in a relationship where either sim can become pregnant, hang out with other sims to form or deepen friendly relationships. So again, this kind of gameplay, like I don't know, it could be really cool. I'm not really sure how it's gonna feel because when you read this stuff, you're like, oh, that's kind of weird that we're gonna, like, you know, try to influence other sims to have a baby in their relationship. Like, I don't know. I just didn't expect like story progression to be like this, you know, so it's different than expected. But of course, when this does come out, which is shortly, I will do a video to kind of play around with it, share my thoughts, and see how it really is in game because maybe I'll end up loving this. I'm just like not judging it yet because I have no clue. Like, I've never seen story progression done in this way before. I don't know. I know during the live stream a lot of people were just kind of confused of like what's happening. Like, a lot of people didn't understand it. So I feel like it's that type of thing where you really need to play it to get a feel for it to decide if you like this or not. What I am hoping is that this is going to make everything feel more lively. Let's cross our fingers for that because if it does, that will make me so happy. Okay, so next up is autonomous only life changes. Neighbor sims can undergo these life changes independently, but they'll check with a sim in the active household beforehand. They just need a little confidence boost or to be let down easily. Don't worry, they'll understand. Okay, so then it says try to get promoted in their current career, accept a marriage proposal if they are already engaged to another sim. Neighbor sims will not autonomously get married for now. It says for now, so this obviously can change. Active sim influence life changes. Your sims can do these things to cause life changes for neighbor sims. Trash talk one sim to another, which will greatly reduce the relationship between those two neighbor sims. Try to get two grown-up sims or two teen sims to form a romantic relationship. Try to convince a sim in a relationship to dump/divorce their partner. I thought that one was already a thing, so I'm kind of confused there. Encourage an unemployed neighbor sim to find a job. These I think could be fun, to be honest, so I guess we'll see how that is, but I thought kind of this one was already a thing. Was it not? Am I wrong? I swear I've done this multiple times, but I guess it's only, well, I think it's when you kind of form a relationship with a sim who's already with someone, then you can convince them to break up with them. So maybe in this case, you can try to just convince them no matter what, like even if you're just friends. Maybe that's the difference here, probably. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Okay, so we do have some new aspirations, which I think is exciting. I love new aspirations in the game just because, I don't know, I feel like a lot of them don't always interest me, but these ones definitely seem fun, so I feel like I'm going to be trying them out. So the first aspiration is neighborhood confidant. Is that how you say that? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Is for sims who aspire to be helpful and positive presence in the lives of neighbor sims. Making friends and guiding others towards life changes will earn the new confidant trait, which increases the chance of conversations being pleasant. Ever had a conversation turn boring or awkward in the middle of a party? Confidant sims are less susceptible to these mood killers. I keep just wanting to say confident. Oh my gosh. Okay, so next one is villainous valentine. Is for sims who aspire to destroy the lives of all sims, including their own. Have your sim break up with someone. Have them break up other couples. Sims that walk this deviant path will earn the new twisted heart trait, which makes all sad and embarrassed moodlets decay faster and provides a little bonus social when performing mean or mischief socials. Twisted heart sims simply DGAFP. It's don't give a Fraser bunny. Oh my gosh. So I love that. I love this new twisted heart trait. I think that will be so much fun. Now it says here, how do I see the new gameplay? Neighborhood stories will be a part of the base game update arriving November 30th, 2021. Keep an eye out here for more details on that update. Once you have that, your sims need to form at least one friendship outside the household. For autonomous life changes, neighbor sims consider them depending on on factors like traits, meaning not all Sims will consider every life change. You'll need to wait for neighbor Sims to consider a change, but having Sims with more friends at higher relationship levels will increase the chances for life changes to happen. We've really tried to balance neighbor Sim life changes happening at an interesting pace without being too spammy or repetitive. For life changes that your Sims can try to influence, here's a breakdown. To have your Sim influence positive change in a neighbor Sim's lives, look for these new and updated friendly socials. Ask Sim name to pursue dream job, discuss expanding the family, other Sims talk up another Sim, other Sim, hook up with. Okay. So those are some of the new socials, and there's some mean ones, which is trash another Sim, break up with. Lastly, it says what's coming in the future. Let's talk about the future of neighborhood stories by returning to the main goal. Bring more life to neighbor Sims that live outside the active household. In a future update, we will realize that goal more broadly with the following. Life changes for all neighbor Sims with or without relationships in the active household. Just because my Sims don't know anyone in a particular other household doesn't mean that household isn't also changing. Gameplay settings to tune life changes neighbor Sims can and cannot have. Controls are layered, allowing a mix and match of rules down to individual households. Neighborhood stories settings are on a per save basis. Those familiar with The Sims 3 are probably reminded of story progression. Both story progression and neighborhood stories allow Sims all over the game to experience life changes. However, I want to highlight two key differences. Number one, story progression is one giant system that can be turned on or off, leaving many players feeling like they must choose between a chaotic world and a boring one. Neighborhood stories adds the rich gameplay settings I mentioned above, alleviating this issue while solving for the goal. You choose how neighborhood stories affects your game. Number two, story progression can affect a wide range of factors in The Sims 3. At the start, neighborhood stories will have a much smaller range of life changes. This is because most of the work we're doing now is on the underlying systems that drive these life changes. Plus the gameplay settings we just talked about. That means better tools to create better gameplay, but first we have to do the work. Okay, so that is pretty much everything. And I will go ahead and link this down below. And we're not done, you guys. We are not done. They did throw out more things than I was expecting. But you guys, guess what? We are getting pronouns. It's official. They were talking about this, how they're going to be looking into it more, but I was not expecting it this soon. I don't know. I thought it was going to take longer. So another post here on the Sims community, it says the Sims team to reveal progress on the Sims 4 pronouns update in January. So in January, we're going to be finding out more about this pronouns update. I'm really excited about this. This is something we've needed for so long. I feel like this is necessary in a life simulation game. It just is. So the last thing I'm going to touch on, like I said, they did talk about more things in this live stream, but I wanted to mention this at the end here because it did get me really excited, more than I was expecting, and that's the whole Delivery Express thing. So if you guys don't know, The Sims did announce this new Delivery Express. If you have no idea what that is, we'll go ahead and just read this here, but basically this is going to be giving us more content. So it says here, just a few weeks ago, it was revealed by The Sims that The Sims 4 is getting a sister companion to base game updates called Sims Delivery Express. Throughout Sims Delivery Express releases, you can expect minor additions such as content in Create a Sim, Build and Buy, minor gameplay, and fixes. For the first round of Sims Delivery Express, it's been revealed that a new hairstyle will be released day after the base game update, which is December 1st. Just a week after that, the team revealed that they'll be releasing a tasty treats and festive touches build/buy content through Sims Delivery Express. This is the preview picture that they gave us here, and it makes me excited. Like, I just wasn't expecting it. I don't know. So these items are obviously, just perfect for the holidays, of course. I was expecting we'd be getting some sort of new stuff for the holidays, but I didn't know what. And look at this new drink. I don't know. I'm pretty sure these are all clutter items, and I'm all for that. I just love cluttering my Sims houses up, so I like this. If they keep going in this direction with the Sims Delivery Express, I'll be excited. I'll be super happy about that. This is so cute. So again, just to kind of clarify, the whole Sims Delivery Express is just basically a way to deliver free content, kind of the same type of way as like a base game update, except this is like a faster way, I guess. Like, basically you won't need to do a full patch to get the content. Does that make sense? It's like more just all of a sudden, like it's more spontaneous than regular game updates. More like smaller things that don't require a game update, you know? So this will be smaller amounts of content. However, the picture that we see here, honestly, that's a decent amount of things for just like a little, you know, extra little free update thrown in there. Like, hey, I'm happy about that. But you guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Like I said, definitely catch the live stream because they did talk about some other things. Like, you know, they're updating some of the townies, which they are going to be showing more on. I'm pretty sure what they've shown now is like concept art. But you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys are excited. And of course, let me know, what do you think about this new neighborhood stories thing? Do you like the direction they're going in with it? Or do you wish, you know, it was more like The Sims 3? Definitely let me know down below. But with that said, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are all having an amazing, amazing day. And don't forget to leave some positivity down below. I love you guys also so much and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!